can be.
Mm, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, I could, observing you in this conversation, you both, it seemed like you were having a common exploration together. Um, and you mentioned a few things now about challenging and the reflecting back. And I'm just curious, what makes this conversation different for you rather than you exploring on your own or you exploring with a friend? What makes this coaching conversation different?
I think what stood out for me were the subtle guidance, and also, I mean, it can go very broad, and you can go from one topic to another because it's very deep work. So through Hugo's subtle guidance and also pinpointing it down to 3 pillars, he said it, or I can see that we are basically, he set the tone already in the very beginning, that now I hear a lot balancing out certain things and bringing it into different topics I said. And I think it helps a lot if there's somebody that has a very clear understanding of what actually is said there. And this is interesting because in 20 minutes you can already go very far with the right framework. And this, I think, you cannot do on your own or with people that are not really trained, or that not understanding what is the topic.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that, these little nuances that stood out for you. And what else is there about this space or, this partnership together with the coach that stood out for you?
It's a particular case because we know us, we trust us already. I maybe would not have done it with a person that I not appreciate as much as I do with Hugo, because it brings me back to the to my thing to work on, because I think I can also analyze it myself and I maybe know it better after. But I was curious how a person is that I really trust as Hugo, what he would bring out. And it's interesting because it brings back the ongoing topic that I need to appreciate things, and need to appreciate also the expertise of people that are interfering and also influencing me. And maybe there's a fear of getting influenced from people that are not as trained, or I think every conversation influences you. So in this particular case, I appreciated that there was a lot of trust from the beginning on, and I could just open up and share. Also, I know we share the same background. And yeah, as I was quoting Hugo, there was already a little bit of coaching going on through this phrase that was in my head and came up from time to time that he said once to me. So, it's
So
nice.
if you were to, acknowledge, or just share something about this conversation in particular today and the space that was there for you, what is it that you would, appreciate or acknowledge?
I appreciated a lot the very I think there's the art of coaching is to not really to bring it out from the other, to search for the answers in the other rather than giving tools, or like very not tools maybe, but telling somebody or giving advices in a way. And I think Hugo managed very good to create or to fill this 30 minutes of talk with actually what came from me, picking up on this, picking up the right things, and going into bringing it also to an end not leaving me with a lot of questions, because I think it is very touching. And if you don't close it in a good way, then you feel very, I don't know, not very balanced after a talk like that. And I think you managed really good to ground me in the first place, to ground me in the ending. And I can take it from there, I think.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Laura, for sharing with us your experience, for allowing us to, experience it with you and to see it through your lens. And thank you for, creating, allowing us to share this space with you today. Thank you. And if you'd like to take a moment,